Good morning, I'm Ajay Verma from KV2, Pathankot, Chandigarh region. Today I'll be taking up a lesson, The Interview, which is in Flamingo, Fiction 7th. The writer is Christopher Sylvester. Now to begin with, I'll be telling you something about the author. Christopher is a freelance journalist and has been working as an author, consultant, and writes for several United Kingdom newspapers, magazines, and US publications. Now, freelance means a person who is working for pleasure, not as a full time profession. So, Christopher was born in London in 1959. He's the author of the Norton Book of Interviews. He currently writes obituaries for the Times of London and book reviews as well. Now, coming up to the introduction part of this lesson. Now, before that, I'll tell you that this lesson is divided into two parts. To the introduction, the writer reveals the basic facts and importance of an interview, as he himself was a reporter for Private Eye for 10 years. Now, this Private Eye is a UK-based magazine. During his career, he interviewed a lot of celebrities, found both positive and negative aspects of interviews. Most celebrities found interviews to be very tiring, intriguing into their personal affairs. But the writer feels that interviewing is very important and reliable source of information. Now coming to the first part. The writer talks about the pros and cons of the interview, an important part of journalism. He considers interview to be. Thousands of celebrities have been interviewed over the years. Today, every literate person must have read at least one interview throughout his lifetime till now. Some think interview is a reliable source of truth. Celebrities feel interview to be an unwarranted intrusion into their lives. Now, some celebrities have been depicted in this lesson. Their views about interviews. I'll be naming them and I'll be reading actual views of these celebrities. So the first one is V.S. Naipaul. Now, Mr. Naipaul feels that some people are wounded by interviews and lose a part of themselves. Second, Lewis Carroll, the creator of Alice in Wonderland, never agreed to be interviewed and had just horror of the interviewer. Rudyard Kipling had condemnatory attitude towards the interviewer. He considers interview as a crime and assault. Saul Bellow feels that interviews are like thumbprints on his windpipe. But still, despite of all these views, interview is a supremely serviceable medium of communication. Now, this was all about part one. We have just tried to sum it up and so that you understand things nicely. Now, I'll be proceeding towards part two of the lesson. Now, this part two is actually as an extract of an interview of Umberto Eco, who is a professor at University of Bologna, Italy, and this interview was taken by Mukund Padmanabhan. Umberto had an expertise on semiotics. Now, semiotics is study of signs, the sign language, literary fictions, academic texts, newspaper articles, and many other things. Mukund interviewed about Umberto's versatility of managing too many things. Umberto said he had discovered the way to use the empty spaces in his life. He could use every single moment of his time. He had perfected the art of writing in a narrative style. Accidentally, he became a novelist from an essayist. Actually, he was an essayist and accidentally became a novelist. But he was more interested in academics rather than novels, so denoted only Sundays for writing novels. Mukund also questioned about the serious theme of the novel, The Name of the Rose, which actually was a widely appreciated novel, and more than 10 million copies of this novel have been sold all over the world. It contained a detective surface but delved in theology, metaphysics, and medieval history. He was never sure about its remarkable success and assumed its success as a mystery which couldn't be unfolded. Now, this is the second part of it. Now, basically, it's a simple lesson, not much difficulty to understand. Basically, the views of many writers, important personalities, and most of them have viewed that interviews are not good for. They actually delve into the private lives of human beings. But as the writer says, interviews still give us a ready hand information about anything. Thank you.